So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground with the counter. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. The throw. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Firing to the right, complete. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Trying play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got one. You start keeping a tally of how many you...
Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give on the option. He breaks a tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, when I can run the football.
Might have a chance. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Ran through, continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown.
Number 29, set to kick off.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Finds his man. Shakes off the defender.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Stepping to the right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. That should be the final play of the first half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Here's a give to Frazier. Could be an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. It's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game.
Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides to back and leaves it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Oh, he found a space on the right. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Sooners are threatening on first and goal. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit concerned.
Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time.
Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He wants to go deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He goes right back to the air. Got his man. And the Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. In the red area, it's Frazier. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Past the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Spear! Iron!
To the air, it's Stockton. It's caught. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st down from the 11. They'll give to Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Here's Nate Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They give it to him again. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Bulldogs take their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They boot it away. Now on the return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got... Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He's looking to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out.